Good morning, Panthers. New articles are posted on Panther Press. Make sure you check out pantherpress916.com.
As you know, Mr. Woods started as our AP in January. We had a chance to talk to him about his experience. As you all may know, we have a new vice principal, Mr. Woods, who this year came back out of retirement. He used to work at 12 Bridges Middle School as their principal. Let's ask him how Glenn Edwards is different from 12 Bridges.
Well, I mean, that's a great question. So it's similar in a whole lot of ways, but there are some differences, I guess. God, that's such a good question. How is it different? I will say the difference would be the focus of students here. I find that students here are so energetic and so, I enjoy being out there and I enjoy talking to everybody, and I guess that's the same too. So I'm not even sure if there's a ton of differences between the two schools.
Now that we know some differences, let's see what changes he wants to make this school year.
For this school year here, I don't think I would want to make a lot of changes. Just only going to be here, only having been here a few months and just going to be here a couple more months, I definitely think all the changes are mine to get adjusted to how you guys do disciplines a little bit differently than we do it at 12 Bridges. So things are a little bit different. So I think any changes have been on me to make, so not on you guys.
After seeing what changes he wants to bring to our school, let's ask him why he decided to come back.
So when I started in the district, it's just a little over 20 years ago, I started as a teacher here at Glenn Edwards Middle School, and I taught math here for a few years before I went to 12 Bridges, and I was there for 18 years. So I always was so grateful for my time here as a Panther, and I coached cross country here, I taught math here. One of our teachers here was one of my students when I was a teacher here. So I've always felt kind of a connection to GEMS, and I got an opportunity to come back, and as soon as I got the opportunity to come back, I jumped on it, and there was just no hesitation.
Now that we know why he wanted to come back, let's see what advice he would give to the person stepping in his place next year.
Okay, my advice to whoever that is, him or her, is to wear comfortable shoes, and they better be ready to get up and go. So this is definitely not a job for sitting down and always typing on your computer. You got to get out and you got to go. So I would say be ready to go.
I'm reporter Mia Jensen with videographer Cruz Duarte with GEMS TV signing out.
The yearbook is almost done. Lucas is able to get a behind scenes of what's to come.
Recently, our school's yearbook was completed. Here we have a little preview on our upcoming yearbook.
People were going out when they weren't supposed to, and that's really it. It's been a really good class. The design process, it's really fun to just choose your own page and how you like it and see if it goes in the yearbook. It's like Handprints 25, and it's leaving our mark. It's kind of like the theme of the yearbook, yeah.
Now we're going to ask the teacher who runs it all. Now to Mr. Newton.
My editors and assistant editors, we all pretty much work as a team. So we all bounce ideas off each other. If there's issues going on in the class or we're having issues with deadlines, we all kind of work as a team with everything. So I'm here to guide them, but they definitely help with decision making. We play a big role. Again, I kind of go back to the team. It's kind of me and the main group of editors, whether it's design on pages or overall theme. But that's also a process that takes like several months usually. And we do lean on the class to vote, and we have to have buy-in from everybody in the class. But if it's just about a specific page, we constantly are giving kids feedback on design. I just think it's a fun class. It's I teach all media classes, so it's just a different facet of that deals more with photography and print, right? So it's just fun to be able to put together a book that 10, 20, 30 years from now people are going to look back on.
Let's go and get some more info from one of the editors.
My main role is that I'm an assistant editor. We're just working with each other and coming up with page ideas.
Now that we learned a little bit more and we got a yearbook preview, this is reporter Lucas Prale with photographer Enrique De La Cruz.
And now it's time for sports.
Track participated in their first meet yesterday, and their next meet will be April 3rd at Lincoln High School. Boys volleyball and girls flag football kicked off their season April 1st at home.
Girls basketball. If you have not turned in your jerseys, please turn them in to room 105. Now back to the desk.
The East Coast trip for 2025 is coming up soon, and registration for 2026 is open. Here are some updates about the trip. Have a great day, Panthers!
The 2025 East Coast trip is on its way. Students and teachers are excited about the upcoming trip. Let's talk to Noonan about some of the student guidelines and updates about it.
Some updates about the East Coast trip. We have 2 of them going on right now. We have 25, which is leaving in a couple months. We have 26 that we're already planning for. For 25, I'm really upset. I got news that I have to get surgery, and I actually cannot fly until July. So I've been planning this trip forever, and I can't go on it, so I'm pretty bummed about that. But Mr. Lucci and Mrs. White are stepping up, and they're taking the group, so I'm super thankful that they are doing that. I'll be back in 26. We already have a full bus, and we're close to a second full bus. We do have about 10 spots available if anybody is still interested in joining that trip too. I think it's a great experience for 8th graders. Number one, they may never get a chance to visit the places that we go to again. The history, the education, and just the experience of getting out of Lincoln and experiencing, the East Coast, and again, the history that goes along with it. I so many times I run into kids when they're older and they're like, it's a trip that they never will forget, right? Some of the things that we do, and also a chance to be with their friends. We have monthly meetings, so they get really familiar with expectations on the trip. An example is, you're going to act very different in Times Square than you would at the Vietnam Memorial. You know what I mean? So that we definitely go over a lot of that. But the biggest thing is the behavior at GEMS. What I always tell them is if I can't trust you in if I can't trust you in Lincoln, how would I trust you in New York? So if there's a pattern of bad behavior here at GEMS, they won't be able to go on the trip.
Now let's ask students some questions about the trip.
I'm most excited about seeing the Broadway show. I really want to go see the baseball game. Your toothbrush.
What are you most excited about for the trip?
I think I'm most excited about just being over there. This is my first time being on a plane, and just being with my friends, exploring around New York, Boston, and Washington. Definitely my phone or toothbrush.
Most excited to do?
I'm excited to look around, just look around historical places like the Washington Monument and the White House.
This is the museum, the Lincoln Archives Museum. In here we have donations from all kinds of people living in Lincoln, their past relatives. We have information on the railroad, the beginning founders of the town, the dates it was built. So many of our members, we're all volunteers, so many of us have been born, raised, gone through school. We're pretty proud of our ancestry here. We have yearbooks from start to current. It's a very warm, a very friendly place to come in and get to know Lincoln.
The Lincoln Museum is located in downtown Lincoln. It is actually, some people refer to it as a hidden jewel in Lincoln. It's, as was said, it's got a lot of archives in it. It's open. We are open 11 to 3, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Everything in the museum is donated. There's information from the museum on the military. Come and see something about the coats of color, the swimming pool at Gladding Bean. There's just a lot to see and a lot to learn about. When we have tours with adults and students, both young and old, and we have tours outside the hours of Lincoln, outside the hours of the museum, and it's just a welcoming place to be with a lot of knowledge. You come with a lot of questions, leave with a lot of knowledge, and at some point have a lot of questions also. We would love to see you at the museum. Remember the hours, Thursday through Saturday, 11 to 3.
GEMS TV would like to thank our sponsors. Platinum level sponsors: Siller Construction, Lincoln Junior Zebras, Sierra Pacific. Gold level sponsors: Lincoln Museum, Mi Alegria Mexican Antojitos, Jensen Landscaping, Quality Metal Heating and Air. Silver level sponsors: Far West Rents and Ready Mix, Empire Gymnastics Center. Thank you for watching GEMS TV.